Okay, so on this page, we're looking at the different types of questions that you can have with exponential growth and decay. So notice growth is as you go left to right, it goes up, and then decay is as you go left to right, it goes down. All right, makes sense. Compound interest is you get an annual rate, which is called R. All right. And it's usually a percent expressed as a decimal. And then it can be compounded 10 times, n times a year. Usually like quarterly or annually. The amount is A after you get after 10 years. All right. And it works out to this equation here. If you can do algebra, you can do any kind of problem. All you have to do is use your formula and substitute in what you're given. All right. And then just solve for what's unknown. So we know if we deposit $1,000, that is P. That's the principal. That's the amount that we're putting in. The account pays 8%. All right. So that would be my rate. So that's 8%. Now, if I want to write that as a decimal, that would be 8 divided by 100, right? Percent means out of 100. All right, so that means you're going to take this decimal, which would be here, and move it over 2 times. All right, so take 8 divided by 100, and that gives you 8 hundredths, okay, as a decimal. And then n is the number of times I'm compounding it. So here I'm compounding it annually, so that would be 1 time, and it's 1 year. Right? 1 time and compounded annually. So 1 time a year. Down here, if I compound my interest continuously, then I have this special number E. All right. And that's like pi, except it has to do with compounded interest. All right. Continuously. And it's used in finance, like you're seeing here, and it's used in engineering a lot. All right. So all you need to know is here's the formula. The amount that you have at time t is equal to P, which is, again, the principal. All right. It says, how much money will you make? So that's what we don't know that. I'm depositing $5,000, so that would be my principal. My interest rate is 0.5%. All right, that means 0.5, and then percent means divided by 100, right? And so then that means I'm just going to move my decimal over 2 places, so that would be 0.005. All right, and then it's compounded continuously for 3 years, so my time would be 3. All right, so if I'm solving for A, A would equal 5,000. Right, now you just substitute into the formula. 5,000 times E, and you just type in E. And then my rate is 0.005 times the time, which is 3. And you just type that into Desmos, and you will get your answer. So I'll go ahead and do that. Where's my Desmos? There it is. Dang it. All right. So I'm just going to put 5,000 times E times, and then exponent, my rate is 0.005, and then times 3 years. And that will give my answer $5,075.